Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. North Battleford RCMP are asking for the public's help in locating a teenage girl from that city that went missing this morning. Now, 14-year-old Kaylee Buziak, who also goes by the name of Jocelyn, is 5'3", 105 pounds with a slim build and shoulder-length light blonde hair. Buziak also has a nose hoop ring. Now, it's not known what she was wearing at the time of their disappearance. If you have any information on her whereabouts, you're asked to call the Battleford's RCMP at 306-446-1720 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. As well, 2 more women are reported missing in the North Battleford area. RCMP say 30-year-old Shalyn Bird and 26-year-old Lorraine Martel were last seen yesterday around 11 p.m. in the area of Battleford Road. Now, Shalyn Bird is described as being slender, about 5'5", 100 pounds, with brown hair and eyes. She was wearing a leopard print shirt and black yoga pants at the time. Now, Lorraine Martel was wearing black pants and a neon pink shirt. Anyone with information on their whereabouts is asked to call Battleford's RCMP at 306-446-1720 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. Well, Premier Brad Wall shuffled his cabinet today, which brings a fresh face to the Executive Council and gives 3 existing cabinet members new titles. The announcement was expected as outgoing Minister of Finance and Deputy Premier Ken Kravitz announced his retirement from the 2 positions last year. The current Minister of Crown Investments, Don McMorris, will now act also as the Deputy Premier. Kravitz's other roles as Minister of Finance will be taken over by Kevin Doherty, previously the Minister of Advanced Education. Now, replacing Doherty's role in advanced education will be Scott Moe, who was Environment Minister. The new addition to the cabinet is MLA Herb Cox from the Battlefords. He was named Environment Minister. Now, local MLA Colleen Young was appointed by Wall to the Treasury Board, a department responsible for preparing the provincial budget as well as monitoring government spending and revenue. Well, after almost a decade of planning and more than 2 years of construction, the long-awaited new Lloydminster Continuing Care Centre is finished. And as Annika Notveit reports in this week's Healthy Living, the facility is geared towards being as homey as possible.
Just because you're in a crowd, you can be very, very lonely. And we were teaching that in our cottage life, that we have to find out what this person likes to do in order to be able to socialize and meet their needs.
The cottage life Zimmer is referring to are the 6 individual rooms that are more like little homes with access to the outside.
When you come in here, it just feels warm and comfortable.
Each room has a ceiling lift and memory box. Memory boxes will be filled with personal items, making the building more individualized. Also, there's no overhead paging system, something Zimmer says these systems can be distracting, especially with dementia.
So at home you don't have overhead paging. So with our nurse call system, all the staff carry a small phone, and if I need to get a hold of a staff member, I just use my phone.
Helping residents feel like they're at home as long as possible is the goal. Contrary to other long-term care facilities, the kitchen is the center of the building, not the nurse's station. Residents also hold the reins for their schedule.
Just because you're living in a long-term care facility, it is your home and we are the visitors in your home. And so I should, if I was a resident here, have a decision when I want to have my bath, when I want to get up in the morning, and when I want to go to bed.
Residents will move in the 2nd week of June. Annika Notveit, Newcap News.
And if you'd like to check the facility out, you still might have some time. Tours of the new building are open until 7 p.m. tonight. It was a chance to honor area veterans, as a number of local residents who served in the Second World War were on the receiving end of a special award from the federal government. This was more than just a photo op for Archie Capel. After fighting in France as part of the Regina Rifles, he's now one of 9 area veterans who received recognition in honor of the role they played in the Allied victory. As he explains, this isn't the first time he's been honored for his service.
Feels great. This is the 2nd time I've got a medal here from France that I got about 5 months ago.
Now, this recognition tour comes as the Canadian government marks the 75th anniversary of the country's participation in the conflict.
It's just, to me, it's just so important that they are recognized, so they know, many in their final years, they know that people remember, and it's so important to Canadians, for Canadians to remember.
In addition to the medal tour, Benoit announced more than $24,000 of funding for upgrades in both the Vermilion Senior Centre as well as the Kitscoty and District Senior Centre.